Hi everybody, it's me, Simon. I'm back just with a very quick update, let you know how I'm getting on, and some thoughts for the day. Health-wise, all looking good. Felt a little bit tired today, if I'm honest, but that's okay. Um, Kind of off the back of the TV stuff, it's been quite interesting. So lots of people have been getting in contact with me, which is great. Lots of kind of encouraging stories, and just lots of nice people being nice, which is good. So yeah, that's kind of, it's still a little bit strange when people say, "Oh yeah, I saw you on the TV." Yeah, it's just a little bit odd, but it's nice. Um, so yeah, off the back of that, haven't really done anything. It's Charlie's birthday tomorrow, not tomorrow. That's an absolute lie. It's his birthday on Saturday, so we're all hands on deck trying to get stuff sorted for his fifth birthday, which is nice. And I've just been to parents' evening, which is good. And thankfully, my son is doing well in reading and writing and things. He can read and write and stuff. So we've got no concerns there, which is really, really good. But the one thing I kind of want to talk about today really is kind of, for the first time, kind of noticeably, I guess, had a little bit of memory loss. Ooh. So this is one of the symptoms that was on the list. Thankfully, there's been no death by diarrhea, which was on the list. That's not happened. Good. And no kind of severe vomiting and nausea and stuff. But yeah, kind of over the last couple of days, the memory hasn't been as good as it was. Now, to be fair, I kind of put it down to, when you kind of just forget simple things like, oh, I had an appointment with so and so, and oh, I forgot, or oh no, I forgot to, I don't know, feed the cat, or I forgot to put this certain TV show on series link, or whatever. It's kind of a little bit like that, but it's kind of reoccurring. So, for example, today there was a few appointments I had, and I've got a few appointments tomorrow, and I literally have to. I can't. I've got a vague idea that, like, that. Good example, parents' evening. So tonight, parents' evening, we had an appointment. Okay, at 4:10. All right. So I kind of vaguely knew we had parents' evening, sort of. I've been told loads of times this week. Kept forgetting. This morning woke up, totally forgot. Have we got parents' evening today? Yes, we've got parents. What time is it? 4:10. I've had to ask that question probably about 7 times today. Have we got parents' evening? And what time is it? And it's kind of there in my brain, in the back of my brain, that I kind of know it, but I'm not 100% sure. And my mind is playing tricks on me. And if you imagine there's like lots of things during the day that happens, kind of trying to think through schedules, like just simple things of like, right, what have I got to do today? Most of you could kind of list the meetings and things that you've got going on. I really struggle to do that at the moment. So I'm putting it down to my brain being zapped and me not being stupid, but we don't know. But that's an interesting development. So genuinely, if you arrange appointments with me and there's stuff I'm going to do, if I forget, I'm really sorry. But my brain is being weird, and I can't remember. And there's little things that I'm like, I can't quite remember and put it in order. But I'm not going to let that get me down, because that's what kind of notepads are for, and diaries and things. So I'm kind of, yeah, getting everything on paper so that I can look at it and see when I'm meant to be places and see people and things like that. But there, so that's an interesting development. A bit of memory loss that, yeah, my brain's just a bit not working properly, which is annoying. But to be fair, I do have cancer in it, so I do have a slight excuse. So that's all good. Moving forward, this weekend is Charlie's birthday, which is very, very exciting. So I have remembered that. We are. You see, genuinely right now. So here's the thing, right? So Charlie's birthday is not tomorrow at all. I've said it again. It's Saturday. I can't remember what time it starts. And do you know what? I was told about, well, less than an hour ago, we had a phone call regarding the start time. You don't need to know what time it starts, so I don't need to tell you, so it's fine. I don't need to remember. But it's little things like that. I can't remember what time it starts. So hopefully someone will remind me and I'll be there. And I'll be taken there and I'll be there on time. Again, I've got brain cancer. I've got an excuse. So it's all good. But yeah, other than that, health-wise, I feel good. Feeling super positive. Still kind of looking at keeping my sanity and yeah, keeping myself active and doing various bits and pieces. So I'm still working on the website. That will be up very, very soon. And still doing kind of these videos and bits of inspiration. But the one thing about kind of memory loss and forgetting things that I kind of just wanted to highlight is it made me think. It's like, okay, like what things do we remember and what things do we forget? What do we think is important to remember and what things aren't important to remember? So obviously kind of, you know, during the day, time is really important. It's important to remember times and where you need to be, and you know where you need to be, what time you need to be at it, and things like that. But actually, you know, how much stress do we put on ourselves, okay, to remember things? How much stress do we put on ourselves to say, right, okay, I need to be, you know, at so and so at kind of 9:30, and all of a sudden, you know, that becomes, you know, that one little memory, that one little thought, kind of becomes the, you know, the center of our world. Because the thing is, the thing about memory and the thing about thoughts are, thoughts and memories actually have no power. Okay, they don't rule our lives, okay, until we put them into action, until we make that happen. Yeah. So, for example, the whole thing about, okay, so I'm forgetting stuff, right? So my memory isn't what it is, and you know the brain zapping has had some kind of impact. All right, okay. So I'm not going to be as quick and sharp and as clever. Arguably, I was never that clever in the first place, but it doesn't matter. Okay, but actually, you know that one thought about, okay, not remembering things, actually that could genuinely have a really negative impact on my life, couldn't it? And it could, you know, and if it happened to you, and you know those kind of memories, that could have a really negative impact on your life. But the thing is, it's only a thought. It's only in your head. Okay, until you actually give it some serious consideration and thinking time. So you mull it over. It builds and builds and builds, and it becomes this really big, important thing. Okay, that's when it becomes a problem. Okay, that's when it can become have a detrimental effect. So it's like the whole positive thinking thing. If I don't actually, the fact that I'm losing my memory a little bit, and my memory isn't what it is. If I think about that as being this really negative thing, and I give it thought, I give that power, and that has power over my life. Therefore, actually, I'm like, oh my goodness, my memory's going as well now. Oh no, that's rubbish. Or if you've got kind of things that, you know, memories, okay, and or things that you give power to in your brain, like, oh my goodness, I missed that appointment, or oh, I forgot to do that, I forgot to do that, you know, I forgot to put the oven on. Okay, you might not get a warm tea tonight, but so don't give it any more thought. Put it out of your head. It's not important. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. If you miss, you know, you might miss a really important meeting. And I appreciate, you know, in a work situation, that can be quite important, and meeting deadlines. But you can either mull it over in your head and let it build and build and build and become this really negative thing and give it power. You give that power, you're going to have a rubbish rest of the day. You might have a rubbish rest of the week. But actually, if you can put it aside and say, okay, actually, that's not important. Actually, I need to just focus on the positive things. So put that negative thing out of my head, forget it. Remember the good things, right? Keep them in my head. Remember the good things I've done today, the positive things I've done this week, and give that power. If you can give that power, you'll have a much better week. You'll have a much better day. So you've actually got a choice on what you give power to and what you think on. If you think on the negative things and the things that you forget, and you go, oh my goodness, oh, I forgot to do that, I forgot to do this. If you give that power, okay, that's fine. It's your choice, but that's going to rule your life. If you can put those aside, and I'm not saying it's easy to do, because it isn't, but if you can put those aside and actually give power to the memories and the things that you have done and the positive things actually promise you have a much better day and a much better week. Fact. So that's my little thought for the day. Admittedly, I thought I'd do it now before I forgot. So yes, hopefully, you know, I will remember some more things tomorrow, or I'll just write them down. So yeah, cool beans. I'm going to go now. Quite frankly, because I'm a little bit tired, I'm a little bit hungry, and I'm going to let you all enjoy your wonderful Thursday evening. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, if I remember. Goodbye.